Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Sorry, we are a minute late, but not a minute too soon for Brazil versus Serbia in the World Cup. Let me know if you are here and you are in the chat. Get straight in there. I'm going to have to move quickly with my tardy start time here. So do let me know if you're in the chat and give me your pre-game predictions for this one. How do you see this one going? The Brazilians, first game at the World Cup. They're always either the favourite or amongst the favourites. And when you see their front line, you will realise quite why. Do get involved in those comments. Make sure you hit like as well. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours watching this one. We're owed by the World Cup. It was a bit of a dull one the other morning, wasn't it? Morocco and Croatia yesterday morning, in fact. But we're hopefully going to be back with a bang tonight. David with something in Serbian, I assume there. Up the Serbs. Ewan, welcome, sir. Andy, good evening. Mitro's on fire. There we go. We've been about 3 comments. We've got a Fulham fan, and we will be seeing possibly the Championship's greatest ever performer after last season. And the biggest stage of them all, Mitrovic playing up top. Eugene, welcome. 4-0. Goals. Evening, Mike. Legend, 3-1 Brazil. Sam, welcome. Serbia, dark horses. Don't think straightforward, but 2-1 Brazil. Still, Alistair, welcome. Great stuff. Guys, let's get through the teams nice and quick. You're going to recognize a lot of these names, though, and not have to have me say a great deal. I would have thought we'll start off with the Brazilians in goal. Alisson of Liverpool, who we all know is a brilliant keeper. The fullbacks, Danilo of Juventus, Sandro of Juventus. Danilo down the right, Sandro down the left as we kick in the Brazilian national anthem. Thiago Silva of Chelsea is 38, but he can still play. Don't you worry about that. Marquinhos of PSG, not the only PSG player in this game, is the other centre-back. Casemiro, recent signing of Manchester United, is one of the holding midfielders. Lucas Paqueta of West Ham is another. Plenty of Premier League players in this Brazil squad. Rafinha was so great for Leeds. He's playing down the right. Vinicius, who, when we did the Champions League final, it was him who made the difference, didn't he? He plays down the left. Richarlison up top. And the main man is Neymar, playing in the number 10 position. We'll go to the Serbs in just a sec. Eugene, smash that like button. Absolutely. Vindaloo, welcome, sir. Chat sat through another 0-0, so I didn't miss much. Well, there we go. First one for the day for me, although we did get the England preview out for the USA game tomorrow. So I have been busy. Don't worry. Angel, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm from Bulgaria, rooting hard for the Serbs tonight. And for me, Portugal, best team in Qatar. Ewan, 4-2. Give me them goals. Spain or France. Andy, welcome. 3-0, I'm thinking, don't know who to. There you go. Hedging their bets in the chats. Keep those predictions coming as the Serb players are singing the national anthem. There in goal, Milinkovic, Savic of Torino. We've got a back 3 of Pavlovic of Salzburg, Milenkovic of Fiorentina, and Velkovic of Werder Bremen. All going to be in Europe, playing in good leagues, you'll find here. Mladenovic is the left wing back, and Zivkovic is the right wing back. Milinkovic, Savic, another one. Lazio in central midfield. Gudej of Sevilla. Lukic, another Torino player there. And then familiar names here. Dusan Tadic of Ajax, think was at Southampton, wasn't he? And, of course, Alexander Mitrovic, the rampaging bull up top, who we've covered on the channel a fair wee while here, and we love his work, frankly. What do we got here? Come on, give me those goals. 3-2. 3-2 Brazil, 3-2 Serbia. Still back in Argentina for Champions. You've got to go with who you've backed at the start. So, yes. Up the Serbs, says Annie. Obviously, hoping wrong about Brazil winning. And we get a Mitro masterclass. We're all... I just love the way he plays. He is just so aggressive, so attacking. It's so straightforward, but so great. Look at the size of the bloody Serb keeper as well. If anyone can get a hype for me on that. Vicky, Richarlison, Brazil for the win. Yes, Richarlison, recent mover to Spurs, and he is up top for the Brazilians, who often have some absolutely brilliant strikers. Stefan, 2-1 to the Serbs. Quick little recap as the FIFA graphics are doing the teams. Let's just go through what has gone down today. Obviously, 4 games. This is the 4th. It was Switzerland 1, Cameroon 0, which is this group, isn't it? So the Swiss are, in fact, let me just click on that so you can see where we're at with that. Group G, excuse me. So the Swiss are top and on 3 points. So losing is not good here because you're going to be 3 points behind 2 separate teams. But hey, somebody might. We had another 0-0. We did get to see Son Heung-min, one of the stars of the Premier League for South Korea. It was Portugal 3, Ghana 2. So 5 goals in that games. I hope we haven't run out of goals already. So there we go. Mr. Radio Floyd, legend, £2 super chat. Thank you so much. Evening all. Alex, are your hopes lightened for England after England spanking over Iran? Yeah. Like I wasn't already high on England, but there you go. Great vid on England, USA tomorrow. Smashed it. Thank you so much. I'd be interested in your guys' takes on that because I've been fairly scripted recently and using scripts on all the YouTube videos. Obviously, we do 2 hours on shows like this with no script. So I just did bullet points on that and kind of spoke off the cuff. So I'd be interested in your feedback as to whether you like that kind of delivery on a sort of 8 to 10 minute preview video, or you prefer the more scripted, concise. Do let me know. Serbia 3, Brazil 2. Come on, bring on those goals. Thoughts on Southgate? On paper, the best English manager since, or best England, manager since Alf Ramsey. See what he delivers this particular tournament. We are just about to get going at 6:59, 7 p.m. kickoff English time. I'm watching on BBC on the dish. So remember, if you're on iPlayer or on your smart TV, you may be a little bit behind, but we can do a timestamp if and when you need it. Let's just quickly bang through those teams one more time. Excuse me if I press that button. They should appear. The Brazilians, Alisson, Danilo and Sandro fullbacks, Marquinhos and Silva centre-backs, Paqueta and Casemiro central midfield, Rafinha, Vinicius wide, Neymar and Richarlison are the 10 and the 9. For the Serbs, Milinkovic, Savic, Velkovic, Milenkovic, Pavlovic are the centre-backs, Mladenovic and Zivkovic are the wing-backs, the other Milinkovic, Savic, Gudej and Lukic, Tadic off, Mitrovic up top. There we go. Love the England preview. You have a lot of football smarts, so enjoy seeing it. Well, there you go. Thank you, Mike. Very, very kind. Forget paper. Never forget paper, Angel. They've got foul within the first 20 seconds of this one. A up, Ant. Welcome. My friend got Costa Rica in the sweepstake. Fair to say she wasn't best pleased, giving up 2 hours at a time to watch that. Serbia, a predicted dark horse. We love a kind of Eastern European team as a dark horse in the World Cup, don't we? Brilliant stuff. Right, let's get into this. In fact, the ref's just blown up, so I will give you a time sync because we're coming up 1 minute and you can get yourself lined up properly. Here, we're going to be at 1 minute in 3, 2, 1, sync. There we go. Right. Oh, nearly playing himself into trouble there. Pavlovic, Rafinha closing him down. Just messing about with it a little bit on the edge of the area there. Stephen, welcome. Cleared by Milinkovic-Savic. All the way down the ground and straight out. So far, this is the lowest quality game of the entire World Cup. We've had 90 seconds, we've had 2 fouls, and the ball's been booted out of play. I'm sure it's going to get better, everyone. Evening, Mike, as well. Guys, do hit the like button nice and early in the stream for us. We'll see if we can get as many people across here watching as possible. Keep that debate going. The debate was the Lord and Saviour in the Morocco-Croatia game, which was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? But the chat was on fire. Brilliant stuff. Keep those comments coming. Keep those topics coming amongst yourself, and I'll get involved as often as I can. Danilo clips that off his man, and it's another Brazilian throw-in. Peter, evening. Goalkeeper depth is ridiculous. Yeah, it's weird to have that many good keepers in one squad, isn't it? Especially in a position you can only play one off, but there you go. Will Brazil win this? You would think so. But then I thought Argentina would beat Saudi Arabia, and I thought Germany would beat Japan. So, couple of surprises so far. We're having brilliant games in this World Cup. Seems a bit all or nothing, doesn't it, Alex? Either 3-2s and 2-1s with shocks, and 7-0s and 6-2s, or 0-0s. It's all or nothing. So let's hope we get it all tonight in this one. Very much in the feeling out process, though, so far, these two sides. Give me a throw in for Brazil, which Sandro is going to take, which I can't not think of Harry Redknapp when I hear the name Sandro. Into Richarlison. Knocks that one off. It's back in to the centre halves. Serbia are doing a fair job of just one-for-one closing down here, but the Brazilians get their first little bit of space. Here's Rafinha, and Rafinha is going to get away from his man. Rafinha down the right wing now, sticks the ball across. Not the best cross. Richarlison came across for the near post there. I have to say, Pavlovic has had an interesting start at left centre back. He looks like he could be target worthy from the Brazilians, let's just say. Great game, Brazil v Holland. 1970 Brazil v Holland, 1974. Would be a good game, that. Serbian keeper is 6'6". Yeah, big lad. Off World Cup. Paul Trollope as the new Luton coach. What do you know about him? He was at Cardiff, wasn't he? Paul Trollope. Yeah, I think he's highly rated. Someone will know more than me. We've got any Cardiff fans, or is it Derby as a player? I don't know if he was on the staff there. Luton normally get their recruitment right, don't they? Just a little nick off by Vinicius there. One back, though. And that free kick is going to go Serbia's way. Paqueta with the foul on Gudej. All the options up top, they go with Richarlison. Yeah, Richarlison's a player. Please read this comment at the end of the match. You'll have to post it again. It'll be 4 miles up the page by then. Brazil humiliated as Serbia dominated and beat Brazil. Come back and put it in at the end. Here come the Serbs with Tadic down the right against Silva. Tadic holds it up. He's going to cross left-footed. No. Gets back on the right. Little step over. Onto the left. In-swinging cross. They're looking to get that service into the rampaging Mitrovic. Couldn't quite do so there, but best spell of the game thus far for the Serbs. Pavlovic, he's had a rubbish start to the game, bless him. He's given the ball away again, and he is way up, and then he's just committed a foul. Oh, he's having a nightmare so far. Is he going to get a yellow card? He is going to get Dusan Tadic, the captain, is saying, look, come on, it's early in the game, but, I mean, that's not the ref's fault, is it? It's either a foul and a yellow card, or it's not. Trollope in the Fulham team that won promotion. Oh, yes. The Tigana team. What is he doing? I've got no idea, Mr. Radio Floyd. I don't know whether he's nervous or too hyped up, but he's had a very wobbly start, poor old Pavlovic. And he's now going to have to play against Rafinha for the, well, assuming these games are all 100 minutes anyway, for the next 94 minutes on a yellow card. Not good. I can't pronounce that. Creek Mine. Welcome. Looks like a thug. He's playing like one at the moment, sadly. There we go. Keep that chat going. Do you know what? Serbia have probably edged this so far, but there's 0 in it. Really, is there? Let me just turn the gain up on the lights. How's that looking? Is that too bright? I think that's all right. Tricky. The Serbian striker played for Villa in the late 90s. Savo Milosevic? I think we might be thinking. Milinkovic Savic's hair looks absolutely perfect. You've got to get your hair game right in the World Cup. Goal kick then. Milinkovic Savic boots that long. This one's going to stay in play. Mitrovic, they don't even bother challenging him in the air. He's won the nod down. Tadic trying to go through. Excuse me, it wasn't Tadic, it was Milinkovic Savic, the Lazio version, not the Torino version. Little knock inside. Tackle one. Who throws that? The ref hasn't got a clue, bless him. It looked like Richarlison on that replay jumped into Pavlovic. And it is going to be a Brazilian throw. Neymar, first time we've mentioned him. And his shirt's come off. Don't know what that was all about. Little tete-a-tete with Lukic there, and the shirt off his back. It wasn't a shirt pull or anything, just seemed to fly off. Sure, that'd be worth a few quid on eBay, a Neymar World Cup shirt, wouldn't it? Start the bidding. Nice little switch outside. Velkovic into central midfield. Good edge. Switch of play. Mladenovic. Rafinha tracks back. Good tackle by the former Leeds player. A World 11 based on best hair. Half of them play for Birmingham now, don't they? I want Hannibal and Chong in it, yeah? Go on the Neymar. Hasn't really got on the ball yet, Neymar, but he might have a chance in a second. Here comes Rafinha down the right. Lovely pace. Rafinha, Neymar, little knock off. Switched out to the left-hand side. Vinicius is going to have a run. He's got Sandro overlapping. The ball goes to him via Casemiro. Casemiro's got it back. Casemiro, brilliant pass, driven into the box low. Neymar, just a bit too crowded. What a great pass from Casemiro. They were all expecting a little stand-up dink into the box. Just drills it right along the ground, took the entire defence out. Lukic, didn't he play in goal for West Ham? You're talking about John Lukic there. Might have played in goal for Leeds and the Arsenal. Chris Waddle's mullet, yes. A work of art. I suppose I should put Pavlovic's yellow card on the ticker, shouldn't I? An early one. Although, let's pause a second because the Serbs are coming down the right wing. Do you know what? It's a good opening for Mladenovic. The other wing-back had got into the box there. Not a good cross. Easy gather for Allison. Sporting a very Movember moustache. Good comments coming in, guys. 0-0. It's a game this so far. A foul in the central midfield. Paqueta just swiping out Mitrovic's right ankle there. Free kick to Serbia. Taken short. Here is Pavlovic. Yeah, give him as many feels of the ball as you can. Calm him down. Good edge. Milinkovic back to Milinkovic. Savic back to Milinkovic, which is fun, isn't it? Velkovic. Lukic. Good edge. Little give and go. Good football by the Serbs. And as soon as I say that, of course, they give the ball away. That's the deal, I'm afraid. Isn't it? Carlos Pio. Get him in there. Here is Danilo. Paqueta back to Danilo. Little giveaway. Oh, strong in midfield from Casemiro there. One back by Rafinha. Nice step over. And Brazil have it at the back. Sandro at left back. Here is Marquinhos of PSG, Neymar's teammate. Switched out to the right-hand side. Rafinha's got it again. Serbia back in a flat sort of 5-4-1 shape without the ball, just leaving Mitro up top. Oh, Vinicius, brilliant pace, beats his man into the box. Look how quick he is. Jeez. Brilliant acceleration by Vinicius there. Terrifying for Zivkovic. He just flew past him. Managed to make some kind of tackle in the end. It was either that or a penalty, wasn't it? But tremendous speed by Vinicius. The acceleration, it was a standing start as well. He just got the ball out of his feet and flew past his man. Brilliant stuff. Corner to the Brazilians, and it comes. Oh, nearly into the back of the net. I don't know whether that was going in or not, but it was punched over the bar. Let's have a look. Neymar spins that one in. That is definitely going in the goal. Easy punch over, but he could well and truly have got caught out by that one. Milinkovic Savage. Ridiculous, burst of speed. Yeah, so good, isn't it? We do a lot on tactics, don't we? But sometimes if you just got a player who can run really fast, you're sorted, aren't you? In comes another corner from Neymar and gathered again. Wish me luck in my geography exam. So good luck, James. You got this, my friend. You got this. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is good? Yes, he's excellent. One of the best ever. There's some kind of foul there on the back post. Not really a lot in it as Casemiro jumped into Pavlovic, who we seem to have mentioned about 1,000 times already. And he's on the ball again. Little bowl out from Milinkovic Savic. Chipped down the line. That is rubbish from Pavlovic. Just left-footed, boots it straight out of play. Feels like I'm getting on his back now, but he's not started the game well, bless him. I hope he improves. Cleared out, sort of sliding clearance by Alisson there. Straight to the wing-back, Mladenovic. Lukic. Zivkovic. Nice and neat and tidy when they do get on the ball, Serbia. Here is Pavlovic. Go on, son. Do something good. Go on. Simple 6-yard pass. Go on, you can do it. He's going to keep dribbling, Pavlovic. There you go. A completed pass from the Serbia centre half. Poor Pavlovic, Ben's scapegoat, but he's not my scapegoat. I'll leave it to you to describe how he started the game. A little bit rocky. Evening, Helen. Velkovic, homeward bound. Serbia looked fairly solid. You can see, particularly with those wide players, Rafinha and Vinicius, that you can see while they're playing a 3 at the back and trying to double up there. Bit crowded for Neymar so far, isn't it? But they look fairly well set up to frustrate here, Serbia. And like I said, they've been neat and tidy on the ball. Can they fashion some service for Mitrovic is the question. Foul on Zivkovic. Good news that. If not, Sandro was away down the left. He's only 21. Is he only 21? He's on the ball again, Pavlovic. He's giving the ball away. Just hopeless pass. Bless him. Bless him. I'm rooting for him, honestly. Great shout on Lukic, the keeper. What a player. Won the title with Leeds, didn't he? Probably won the title with Arsenal as well. Would that be right? Was Lukic in goal for Arsenal in '89 when they won on the last day at Anfield? Studying soft rock and hard rock is sediment and all that crap is over. Yeah. I haven't done any of that geography stuff in many, but I think I've got a C for geography back in the day. I hadn't quite pieced together the correlation between hard work and achieving stuff then. Hopefully I have now at my elevated age. Here's Pavlovic, lets it go for Milinkovic. Savic. Mladenovic has got quite a bit of space now ahead of him, the left wing back. A little nod, or a knock on, to Tadic. Brazil back in shape. Pretty quick, smart. Having a World Cup break on Saturday. Borough friendly at Hibs. Oh, nice. Up to Edinburgh. Very nice. So you'll enjoy it up there, Peter. Haggis, Neeps and Tatis, yes. Big switch of play by Mitrovic. Zivkovic cannot control. He's been branded the next Vidic in Austria. If he's the next Vidic, he'll start playing a bit better in this game, won't he? Neymar is down. Just the 3 rolls on that one. Great player, of course. We had another Lukic too. Was it Teddy Lucic? Is that right? He was really good on Football Manager, wasn't he? Thanks for agreeing to me, Cristiano Ronaldo. Sui. Nice. Lukic in goal at Anfield when Arsenal won a league. Yes. In fact, he was probably 3 people down the line for that. It goes from him to Lee Dixon all the way straight to... No, is there a little flick on to Michael Thomas? I can't remember. A quick throw in to Sandro. Nothing in it so far. We get the numbers up. In fact, I'll get them up on the iPad down here. 0 shots, guys. 52% Serbia, 48% Brazil. No XG, obviously, because there's no shots. It's all on our eye test. And it's going to go back through to Marquinhos. Evening, Lewis. Good to hear from you. Teddy Lucic. Oh, don't be starting that. That goes south very quickly, doesn't it? The old Messi-Ronaldo debate. Ben's Leeds and he knows it. Our Championship manager 2001, 2002, and I know it. Sandro. Vinicius. How'd you defend him with that acceleration? God. Neymar. Neymar hits the shot right-footed. Good block with the hands behind the back from Velkovic. And cleared away by Pavlovic. Neymar got hold of that shot. Looked like it was on target. It'd be interesting to see a replay of where that was headed. Wasn't the Neymar corner a shot? Yeah, maybe. Foot mob disagree. Or it just didn't update. It could be argued, though. I take the point. Danilo, Neymar, Vinicius, who pulled off the most exhilarating play of this game. Shot driven in from distance. Oh, it's Casemiro. Little bit of chocolate fingers there by Milinkovic-Savic, but he quickly grabs it at the second chance. Yeah, it's good hit that by Neymar. Very good, strong defending. No arms in the way. I mean, it does hit his arm, but it's totally not in a natural position. You could do... Whenever you hear that tedious argument of, where's he meant to put his arms? Well, there. Do that. Oh, nice little inside there. We've got a Serbian counter. Sort of 4-on-5 here, if they can work it. It's just slowed down. Tadic brings it forward, given away. you think the short lead up to the tournament has affected the quality of the opening games? It might have made. If I think you probably assume you're talking about those 0-0s where they're a bit cagey. I think there's been enough to weigh out. There's been enough good quality games, hasn't there? In theory, they should have just had the momentum to go straight through the players, but theory and practice don't always line up, do they? It's worked home to the Serbia keeper, Milinkovic-Savic, who goes short into his right centre back. Velkovic. He's got it again. Tries to play it down the line. Neymar closes him down. And it is a Serbian throw. I want to be a keeper when I'm older. Nice. That's the way, isn't it? Still make loads of money. You don't have the same skill set as the other 20 players on the pitch. We actually do more so nowadays, don't you? Here is Mladenovic. Little one inside. Oh, good old Pavlovic there with a little back heel in his own centre-half position. Oh, they've given it away again now. Rafinha against Pavlovic. And Pavlovic just does enough there. Tries to sort of shoulder Rafinha out the way. Rafinha tries to run around him and can't quite keep it in. He gets his foot on it and it still drifts off. What are the watch-alongs tomorrow, England and Wales? So is Wales at 10 a.m. and England at 7 p.m.? We will try and do both, most definitely. Mr. E, struggling to combine the World Cup and a life. It's hard work, isn't it? Deary me. Brazil are the only country who've played never. Is that true? Interesting. I wanted to be a keeper, but my ex had different ideas. Oh, no good. Yeah, so we'll try and do Wales and England tomorrow. Very much looking forward to England, USA. I really hope the USA approach England in the same way they did the first half against Wales and just press the hell out of them. That should be entertaining as anything if they do that. Be good to see how England cope with it, assuming they do cope with it. It won't be good to see if they don't cope with it, but there we go. Oh, nice little round the corner there. Mitrovic is pulling off on the back post. Can they get the crossover? Yes, they can. Oh, and Alisson out and gathers that one well. Closest they've got to serving up Mitrovic a header on goal. Cross is too floaty and Alisson's too smart, isn't he? I will be drunk. Maybe I might have an alcoholic beverage tomorrow night. England would look favourites if they have maximum points in their group. Well, England will be through tomorrow if they have maximum points in their group. Obviously, if England go up to 6 and leave the US on 1, they can't be caught by the US, which then means whatever happens in Wales versus Iran, where there's 1 and 0 points, one of those teams won't be able to catch England tomorrow night, assuming England win, which is never a wise thing to do. Vinicius inside. Will it be a chug along? Yeah. Very unbiased. Always unbiased, Stephen. Always the way. A little feed into Neymar, who we're starting to mention more and more, but Tadic just takes it off him. Nice feat initially by Tadic to get around Casemiro, but he gives it away. At least it's 7 o'clock. So when I'm drinking 1664, I know it's Friday. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Except don't be drinking at 10 a.m. in the morning for doing the Wales game. That we will not endorse. Yeah, exactly. Or 2 p.m. on Monday. That was hard work, wasn't it? Paqueta, Rafinha. Thiago Silva slips forward. Vinicius gets out. Good goalkeeping by Milinkovic-Savic. And he's so fast, Vinicius. You thought he might get on the end of that, nick that away and win a penalty. Couldn't quite. Great play by Thiago Silva, who fired that ball through for Vinicius. Referee's just having a word with Milinkovic now. Really good goalkeeping, that. Great ball by Thiago Silva. Lovely idea. I think we all assumed that Vinicius was going to get onto the end of that. Does Vinicius look and move slightly like? I think he moves faster than Saka, but the hair, I can see where you're coming from. Similar trim, same colour. I think he's a bit quicker than Saka, isn't he? But we'll take our Saka. Free kick to the Brazilians on the left wing. Neymar's already swung one of these, the corner, right under the crossbar. He's got a bit more to aim at here. He's taken short. He'll dribble. Rafinha. That's atrocious from the Brazilians. They've given Serbia a throw in about, I don't know, 20 metres down the pitch. Dear oh me. Was it Manchester United Serbia kick? Was he really? I did not know that. Capitals. Iran get battered by England. Yes, they did. Happy days. Unless you're an Iran fan. In which case, commiserations. And they've got to go again against the Welsh tomorrow morning. We will be here to watch it. Looking forward to it. The ball down the ground. And Alisson knocks it into his centre half. Marquinhos, Thiago Silva. Sandro coming down the left-hand side. Seen some great Brazilian teams in the World Cups, haven't we? 1970, obviously the best one. 1982, pretty close. 1994, they won, but they were a bit boring, weren't they? With the two holding midfielders. Instead of Romario and Bebeto up front, didn't they? 98 was a bit of a one-man team with Ronaldo. But then 2002, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho up front. How about that for a front three? Oh, headed across by Rafinha. That's very good defending in the middle there by Veljkovic. Very un-Brazilian attack there. Route one, knocked it in. Great header across by Rafinha. And neither Richarlison or Vinicius attacked that one. Interesting. Germany, Spain will be a cork. Yes, that is going to be great, isn't it? Don't ever assume Germany are going to lose, though. Luke, welcome. I am grand, my friend. How are you? Corner swung in by Rafinha to the near post. It's going to be another corner. Thiago Silva didn't really like that delivery, but he's going to get another go. Rafinha from the right-hand side. Takes this one short. Oh, nice back heel. He's onside Rafinha. Rafinha puts it in low. Ooh. Thiago Silva in on the near post. Normally end up offside from those, but the Serbs didn't quite get out quick enough. Best cross that by Rafinha in the end, was it? What do we got? Did I hear the good news about Kane? Yes. No news is good news. But we think he's okay to start tomorrow. Please don't get injured, Harry. Here come Brazil down the left. Vinicius. Oh, they've given... What are they given? Given a Brazilian throw-in. Okay. I was going to say, why wouldn't you just give an advantage? But if the ball goes out of play, that is not an option. 31:44 on the clock. Let us know your thoughts on this one. Pretty tight, actually. Brazil are probably edging it now, aren't they? Kane is able. We hope so. Maddison and Walker in for Wales by the sounds of it. What, as in fit and on the bench? I wouldn't have thought they'll play, but hopefully we'll see at least one of them. Be nice to see Phillips on even for a couple of minutes in that one to get him moving as well. Not seeing why they don't rate the Serb keeper in Italy. Oh, did they not? Interesting. Me neither then in that case. Agreed. Marquinhos. Sandro. Little one inside. Paqueta. Silva. Vinicius. Little one inside. Tries to give and go with Neymar. Oh, cross swung in looking for Richarlison. Headed away. Marquinhos sweeps it back up. Brazil nice and high here. Can they keep the pressure on? Here's Neymar in the 10. Neymar goes down. It's not foul, is it? Good tackle. Pumped into Mitrovic's chest. You can't do a lot with that. Here comes Thiago Silva. Nice little step out. Richarlison around the corner. Brazil looking really good here. Danilo puts the cross in, cleared away. Can Serbia get hold of it? Mitrovic has done well there, and then Tadic can't return the ball to him. And Serbia can't get the football, can they? This is all Brazil for the last 3-4 minutes. Brazil think it's funny with those little flicks and tricks is brutally unfair. That's the culture, though, isn't it? They don't see that as showboating, do they? It's a necessary evil as soon as we say that, as the back heel goes through from Casemiro to Richarlison. Neymar. Paqueta back to Rafinha. And the best chance of the game, I would say, that is. Little give and go. He doesn't open his body out at all, does he? To be fair, he hits it just as the ball is landing. Weak shot in the end by Rafinha. You can see Tadic's face in the background, as if to say, ooh, got away with one there. Should have scored. Certainly should have worked the keeper a bit better, shouldn't he? Rafinha there. It's not a huge goal kick that's going to, well, it's not going to go out for another goal kick. It's Mitrovic shakes his head, feeding off not even scraps at the moment. Not a good finish. No, surprising for him. He's actually a good player. Danilo throw-in for Brazil. 35 on the clock now. Richarlison tries to turn. No foul. Pavlovic nice and strong there. A little feed in. Tadic, he wants a foul there. Just not coming off for the Serbs when, let's be honest, they're only playing into Tadic. To be fair, I think that is a foul on Tadic, and the ref misses that one. I think there's a player coming in from the back of him, and he's actually fouled by the one coming in from the front, and the ref's looking in the other direction. We'll forgive him that one. Here comes Neymar. Neymar's attempted pass through to Vinicius is deflected all the way through, and it's home with the keeper. Hello, Liam. Am I a good footballer? I was all right once. I wouldn't be very good now, I tell you. Pavlovic knocked off by Mitrovic. Switch of play there by Milinkovic-Savic. This is a nice looking attack by the Serbs. Zivkovic tries to hang it to the back post. Milanovic heads it down. Best crossing position of the game there. And it was all floaty, wasn't it? Oh, he's got to do better from that. He's not being closed down. There's no pressure on the cross. He's got 3 in the box, and one of them is Mitrovic, who's absolute animal in the air. And he sort of puts a nondescript floaty cross to the back post. Oof. Ben, evening to you, sir. First half of the World Cups have been fairly quiet. Yeah. Lukic. Switched out to Pavlovic. Serbia on top now. It's had quite a nice little back and forth flow, to be fair. It's not been all one side or the other. Best chance of the game, I suppose, falling to Rafinha. What position were you? Slow central midfielder. Let your brain do the work. And then six-a-side, you just play everywhere, don't you, anyway? Try and spank some in the top corner. Keyboard out next game. Yeah. Could put it there, couldn't I? It's where it used to be in the old office upstairs, didn't it? Keep your comments coming, guys. Don't forget to hit like. We'll go to a halftime Q&A in about 10 minutes, unless we're going to get another absurd amount of stoppage time in this game, which we probably will. Pavlovic lobs that into no one in particular. Allison comes out and gets it. And it's pinged out to Sandro, who carries forward for Brazil. Vinicius. The one inside, Casemiro. Fair play, the Brazil centre-backs have really got in and got involved in the attacks really nicely, haven't they? Marquinhos just stepped out. Neymar in reverse then comes short, right into central midfield. And again, that Serbia shape is nice and tight, to be fair. Oh, Jim, welcome. Predict a lineup for tomorrow unchanged. I hope it is unchanged. Yeah, no need to change it. Archetypal Bloom, nil bloody nil show. Don't. Got our first one in ages the other day. Ronaldo scored a great hat-trick. Old Trafford got a standing ovation. Yeah, that was when he couldn't run either, wasn't it? What a player. Interesting read, Michael Owen's book on Ronaldo and how he adapted after all the injuries. Said he could barely even straighten his leg when he was like World Player of the Year at Real Madrid. Ridiculous player. Mitrovic comes short, holds that one up. Zivkovic goes all the way home. He's got a hell of a kick on him, the Serbian keeper, Milinkovic-Savic. Very good distance, not very good accuracy. Best player not to play at a Whitwell. It's a hard one to beat when it's Georgie Best, isn't it? Yeah, fair point. I suppose in the modern era, Ryan Giggs might not be that far away. Certainly one of the Premier League greats. George Weah, I guess, although his son scored the other day, didn't he? Get your shouts in the comments. Great players not to appear at the World Cups. Serbia in a good position there with good edge. He just overruns it. Brazil counter. Is that going to find Vinicius in the corner? Oh, he's stolen in. Vinicius, can he get the shot off? Does with the right foot, and it's a goal kick. Again, his speed just causing huge trouble there for, I think it's Milinkovic. And that's a real good chance. Is that not a corner? Milinkovic ends up kicking it into his own face. Who does this come off last then? Oh no, they've got that one right. I think it deflects back onto Vinicius. Yeah, it's a good decision actually as a goal kick. Matthew, welcome. Yeah, oh, Ian Rush, love it. Big fan. Milanovic crosses in. Oh, I think Mitrovic fancied that one. Just up and over his head. He's flattened Thiago Silva. Don't know if he fouled him. Just looked like a hardy old aerial challenge there on the back post. Chrissy's arriving, Basham. Steve Brucey, wrong time, wrong place for him. think he only ever got one England cap, didn't he? Brucey, or did he never get capped? Something like that. Incredible. Neymar has won a foul over by the corner flag. And we're coming up half-time, 42 on the clock. Brazil 0, Serbia 0. Should we change to that one? There we go. So little goal mouth action that I didn't even have that up on the screen. How about that, eh? Enid is back in the crib, apparently. Says my Cubo AI parenting app. Oh, this is messy now. Paqueta brings it down. That's some tidy play from the Brazilians now. Neymar, great feet. Oh, superb from Neymar. Out to Rafinha. Rafinha against Pavlovic. Unorthodox from Pavlovic. That's a goal kick, isn't it? He just kind of throws himself at it to block the cross. And I think that just confuses the hell out of Rafinha, doesn't it? Fair dues to him. I know I've been giving him stick most of the game. It worked. It was a brilliant bit of play by Neymar. They just slowed it. Look at that control. He got a little bit lucky with one of the tackles, but the close control on the first bit was just lovely from Neymar. Again, Serbia haven't looked after possession from a goal kick, and it's booted straight back to Brazil. Seem to have done that about 5 times in this half already. Must be more careful. Sandro. Try to play it up the line to Vinicius. Given away, actually. Tadic. Oh, I tried a little feed through there. Milinkovic-Savic back into Tadic. For once, not looking for the cross, Serbia. Here comes a Brazilian break. Oh, I tried to get Rafinha in down the right, intercepted by Pavlovic. Here they come again, though. Danilo, Casemiro, Paqueta, Sandro, Neymar. Out to Rafinha. Switch to the other side. Again, Serbia all back in shape behind the ball. They haven't low blocked it all game, but when they have had to get back and defend, it's been nicely organised. You have to give them that credit, the Serbs. How about that, guys? Only 1 minute of stoppage time in a 2022 World Cup game. Woof, as Lukic draws a foul for the Serbs. That'll probably do us, I reckon. If they take 20 seconds to take the free kick and then boot it down the ground, it's probably not coming out of the Brazilians' half before, excuse me for that bang, before we hear the halftime whistle. Doing Welsh-Wales tomorrow. Yes, very much looking forward to watching the Welsh tomorrow morning. Come and join me. Steve Bruce turned down a sympathy cap, did he? What a player he was. Danilo, we've got 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Sandro, little knock inside. And that should just about do it. And yes, the ref brings the game to a halt. Not much in this at all, really. I think Brazil have been the better side. Vinicius obviously coming close with that massive bit of acceleration and nearly finishing. But it feels very drawy, doesn't it? You know, if either side was winning, they would be just winning, if you know what I mean. So we'll do the numbers, and then please, if you don't mind, guys, halftime Q&A. Get your questions in. If you're not going to ask a question, at least hit like as well. Give us a like spike. Let me just quickly do the numbers on this one. Just go over to foot mob, and we'll see if everything meets our eye test, which I think it does, doesn't it? Look, yeah, 58-42. But that 58 possession only for 0.33 XG, 4 shots to 1, no big chances. Not a lot on target as well either. Do I find it if I scroll down further? No, I think I have to click all stats, don't I? There you go. 2 on target for Brazil, but yeah, just not a lot happening. What you would say that does pop out is that 0.05 for Serbia on their XG. Just haven't created anything at all when you look at that. I will just quickly bring up the group in which Switzerland won earlier on today. So it looks a little something like that. That's your live league table in the middle there. So Switzerland on top. They're already played and already won with 3. Cameroon on 0. It will look very good for the Swiss if this does indeed end in a draw. They will immediately sort of by proxy become favourites to win the group. If we do just scroll ahead though, what order do they play the rest of the games, which is important. Sorry, I know I'm scrolling all over the place. Yeah, Cameroon, Serbia next, Brazil, Switzerland. I'm sure the Swiss would have liked that to have come on the last game round, but alas, no. Get your questions in, guys. We'll do some halftime Q&A, which we love. Let's go and have a look. I'll stop scrolling around on that other screen. Let's go straight to Wenlock. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. $8.99 on the super chat, and he's a very kind supporter of Wenlock. I did actually meet him outside Villa Park. In fact, that was the highlight of the night because that was a terrible game. I was at Aston Villa versus Southampton, and Wenlock was, I think, heading into the whole end and stopped me, said who he was, and it was like, oh, very, very pleased to meet you. Anyway, what's the question? If Erling Haaland declared for England, what would be your preferred England attacking lineup? Ooh, well, I suppose you'd have to try and play him and Kane, wouldn't you? But then the issue is that you'd still have Foden and Sterling and Rashford and Maddison and Grealish and all of that good stuff. But hey, do you want more good players or less good players? But you couldn't not play either Haaland or Kane. You'd have to play both of them in some kind of weird system, wouldn't you? So there we go. Thank you so much. If you do want to support via Super Chat, you can do. There's no obligation to. Obviously, we do try and keep everything free on here. But if you do want to support financially, I do really, really appreciate it here. We've been virtually doing this part-time now. I do other work, obviously, really since in the lockdown. So thank you guys for all your support. We'll keep it free here, but ad revenue on YouTube is not massive, let's just say. And I do appreciate your help. Look, there's someone else who appreciates your help. Shay, look how little Enid is in that picture. That's absolutely tremendous. Are you there, Shaylee? Has Enid gone to bed? You know what I'm saying. Has she gone to bed in a good position to sleep and not keep me up all night, which would be nice. Right. Any more questions? Nice one. Pooch time in the morning, so it's much needed. Ben's coming on his dog walk with our stream in the morning. Get questions in for half time. World Cup fact. There are 17 Englishmen playing for other countries. What, as in ones that were born in England but declared for different countries? That's interesting. Can we get to naming them in the chat, please? Because I can't think who they are. Keep your comments coming in. We are at half time in this one. Brazil 0, Serbia 0. If you get your questions in, we will take all of them during half time. Let's just have a quick little look at what tomorrow looks like and tomorrow brings in the World Cup. I think we've already established that we've got to cover the home nations tomorrow on the channel. It's Wales at 10 a.m. against the Iranians. Wales will be favourites to win that one. If they can win that, they would go above England prior to the 7 p.m. game between England and the United States. To go on to 4 points, with England obviously on 3. You would give Wales a good chance of winning that one after the Iranians stank out the first game against the English. In between, we've got the other Group A games, which are of interest. Qatar, Senegal, they both lost on opening day. Netherlands, Ecuador. Remember, if England were to win Group B, they would play the runner-up of Group A. So if Netherlands win tomorrow, that starts looking very much like Ecuador, unless Senegal get a win, in which case it's all tied up and it goes to the last game. But I think what I'm saying is it's kind of about avoiding Ecuador rather than who you're actually going to get. So, lots is going to be revealed tomorrow. Things moving very fast in this World Cup with the 4 games per day schedule. Let's go back to the chat and see what we've got. Favourite Bristol City player, whatever or currently. My favourite Bristol City player currently is probably Conway, I reckon. Either Conway or Scott. One of the two. One of the two youngsters. Wish you well with Enid's sleeping pattern. We were so lucky with my daughter. 12-hour sleeper saw mates destroyed. You lucky thing you were, weren't you, by the sounds of it? It wasn't a sleep pattern. I think she was just struggling, bless her, with one of her basic needs last night. And poor little thing couldn't get to sleep. And therefore, none of us slept last night, which was not fun. But there you go. So 9 of the other English players are in the Wales squad, 8 for other countries. Name these people. Matthew, welcome. Bison McMaster, do you think Brazil will win this game? Yes, I do, although it's tight at the moment. This is obviously anticipating that Brazil are probably going to improve in the second half and win. A little bit disappointed in Brazil. I look at a one-man team without Neymar. They look more than a beta bull. DJ, at what stage, if any stage, do you think Southgate will be sacked, leave if we don't win the final? I think for that to happen, it'd have to be like round of 16 out and get fired. I think, and it would have to be a bad defeat as well. Otherwise, I think he's fairly well covered, isn't he? Get your questions coming in. Keep them rolling. We're at halftime. Brazil 0, Serbia 0. Oh dear, did she run out of wine in her bottle? Absolutely not. Lee, Russ or John, who is the bigger fool? I mean, it's obviously Russ, isn't it? Is he watching? Have you got him there? Russell, I've got to go for the Norwich fan, haven't I? Deary me. No, they're all lovely and they're all great friends and great supporters over on our Patreon roundtables, aren't there, Annie? Which you're on. You can go and subscribe over on Patreon. And meet the legends, Lee, Russ, John, and Annie as well. Patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Do you like Man United after they kicked out Ronaldo? Well, I liked Manchester United before they kicked out Ronaldo because they're a great, historic, legendary club, aren't they? It's all a bit unsightly, the Ronaldo stuff. I did do a bit of a review of the first part of the interview with Piers Morgan, which you can find on the channel. I should also plug I did about 11, 12 minutes on England-USA tomorrow. The game tomorrow, obviously, is already up on the channel. They need to sub the Serbian left-back. I'm going to get in trouble for bullying him if you agree with me on that, Mr. Radio Floyd. I think he's talking about Pavlovic, the left centre-back there. But, yeah, he's been a bit up and down, hasn't he? Is Southgate's tactics any better than Paul Ince's? Are you just suggesting that Southgate's got access to better players, Alistair? Is that what you're saying? Give Paul Ince some credit. We all thought he'd be rubbish at Reading, didn't we? And he's actually been good. So we will give it to him. What else have we got? A penalty has been awarded in 9 of the 15 games played in the World Cup. Will we get one in this game? We will find out. Do I like Heung-min Son? Who doesn't like Heung-min Son? He's just a brilliant player, isn't he? I think tomorrow could be very tight. USA versus England. We shall see. We shall see which championship team can make a charge to the playoffs. I mean, if it's a charge to the playoffs, maybe Middlesbrough or Coventry. I'll do some work on that and have a look. Keep those comments coming in, as I always say. We're nearly through half time, aren't we? Here on another watch along. As I suggested, do head over and check out the preview for England USA tomorrow. As it's Thanksgiving Day in the US, who's your favourite American player? At the moment, I mean, obviously I like the Leeds lads. Pulisic is the star, but that would be too obvious. I quite like the right back. I've always liked Robinson, actually. Let's go for Robinson, the Fulham. I liked him when he was with Paul Cook at Wigan, actually. So yeah, we'll go for Robinson. It's been a bit painful to watch lately. Hopefully, we'll have players back after the break. I think you're talking about Reading there. And here, I have fraud my way there. Now you love it. Do you want us to talk all things championship? Talk about anything as well. Went all political last time, didn't it, Anir? Which was, we try and keep it football, but if people want to talk, and it has been a bit of a theme during this World Cup, socio-political, morality stuff, then yeah, we'll give it a go. Josh Sargent, Alexi Lalas. Wow. He ended up playing for Coventry, didn't he, Alexi Lalas? Wasn't there another one that came? Or was it Claudio Reyna? But Claudio Reyna was actually good, though, wasn't he? Roy Wegerle. That's pretty unbeatable as an American player, isn't it? He was the first great American player to play in the English leagues. Wasn't he? We are still Bobby Convey. Another Reading name in there. Kobe Jones, yes. With the like blondie dreadlocks, yeah. Tremendous. Do you like I Show Speed? Now, I think I know who that is. Was he the guy that was on Sky the other day, the YouTuber? Brian McBride, yes. Who was the other one who played for Fulham? Clint Dempsey. He was really good, wasn't he? Actually, you make a real team now. If you proper players like Brian McBride, Clint Dempsey, Roy Wegerle, Worth. If you're at a loose end later, look up the goal that Roy Wegerle scored for QPR against Leeds at Elland Road. It's a joke of a goal. Landon Donovan, yes. Do you remember when Freddie Adu was going to be the next big thing in world football? That never played out, did it? Did it indeed. Halftime here. Brazil 0, Serbia 0. We are in halftime Q&A, making our all-time American USA 11. I can just see them celebrating their goal actually on the screen there. George Weir's son, Brad Friedel. Yeah, Tim Howard was good as well. Wasn't he? Marcus Hanneman. There's another one. They're always going to have good keepers, weren't they? The United States with their love of NFL there. Brad Guzan, Jay Demerit. This is tremendous. Someone put them together as an 11. I don't think we've got enough fullbacks or anything there. I'm telling you, Ben, West Brom will be the top 6. We will go on a 10-game winning spree. Nice. He put 2 laughing faces, so I don't think he believes it. The Brazilians back out in the tunnel, and we are ready to go. John Harkes. I remember John Harkes scoring the winner in the League Cup final for Sheffield Wednesday, was it? And then falling off someone's shoulders. Is that right? Oh, no, that was Steve Morrow, wasn't it? No, Steve Morrow fell off someone's shoulders, but John Harkes scored maybe the opening goal in that game. Can't remember. Wasn't there controversy about Adu's age? Pass. I don't remember, allegedly, if there was controversy about his name. Here comes Neymar at the back of the line. just taping up his wrists. Casey Keller, yes. They've had some good keepers, the United States, haven't they? Roy from Canada. Thoughts on Canada's game? Note Canada beat the US in qualifying. The Canada. Actually, Roy, was it you who told me to get bent in the comments? Was that you? I think it might have been, wasn't it? So I think I will answer your question if I get a public apology. Canada obviously lost their first game. Did play quite well though, didn't they? A bit unlucky to lose that one, I think we'll say. But maybe that was karma because Roy told me to get bent. There you go. Look, there he is. A public apology. There we go. I've answered this question. I thought Canada were really good actually, and just got caught out by Belgium, and they are on the back foot in that group now. But Twitter was going wild for Canada the other night, wasn't it? Tremendous. Missed a penalty as well, didn't they? We are into the second half here. Oh, they've been robbed, playing out from the back. Huge chance for Brazil. And the one-on-one is missed. Oh, dear. It was Rafinha, wasn't it? And Brazil should be a goal up. And Rafinha had that chance in the first half as well. That should have been 1-0. Casemiro switches the play. And they're going to go, well, going into centre-back. So I think I can do the teams once again real quick. For Brazil, Alisson in goal, Sandro Silva, Marquinhos, Danilo across the back, Paqueta, Casemiro, Vinicius, Neymar, Rafinha, who just missed that big chance, Richarlison up top. For the Serbs, Milinkovic, Savic in goal, Milenkovic, Velkovic, Pavlovic across the back. Zivkovic, Mladenovic are the wing backs. Lukic, good edge. The other Milinkovic, Savic in central midfield with Tadic playing off Mitrovic up the top. We'll give you time sync in just a minute. Of course, get your second half predictions in. How do you see this one playing out? Brazil should really be in front after that giveaway there, and Rafinha was clean through on goal. And he choked it, didn't he? I don't mind getting told to get bent. I'm already gay. There you go. I'll pass the insult on to you then, DJ. Get bent. That's over my head. Off of Bulge. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Steve Morrow, that was. My granny could have made that penalty kick. Very disrespectful, Roy, again. Bunny in the headlights. Boo to Serbia. 0.26 XG chance there. Yes, it was a big one, wasn't it? Hoylett playing better than Kevin De Bruyne was amusing. Yes. Hoylett turned up for Canada. A couple of predictions in 1-0, 1-0. Not going to be a scoreless draw. Do I swear? I love to swear, but I don't do it on here. And I've got a little baby daughter now as well, so I've got to cut down. She's going to parrot out a swear word soon. Oh, there's going to be a yellow card right on the edge of the box there. Bit of a cynical foul, that one, I have to say, by Gudej. Just took Neymar out. And it's a free kick to Brazil. Taking one for the team there. Just to stop the attack. Oof, just slides right through Neymar. And rightly, Gudej goes in the book. Let's put that ticker up. He joins Pavlovic, the number 8, the second of the Serbs to go into the book. Industrial construction work if you need to learn a couple of new ones. Yeah. Has any former footballer ever become a ref? I don't think so. Why would they? Hey? Why would they? You might see Ben swear. I think Russ clipped it. When did I swear? I never swore. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, you're right. The Denmark stream. I got overexcited. What was that? Was that an F? That was naughty, wasn't it? Right, free kick Brazil. Rafinha, the left foot option, but it's fairly obvious Neymar's going to take it with the right foot, isn't it? They've stuck two in front of the wall. The Serbs have got Zivkovic lying down behind the wall. Can Neymar get this up and over to the keeper's right? The keeper, Milinkovic-Savic, is offering him a big gap to try and tempt him to take it. He's going to throw himself across there, come what may. Maybe Neymar will go the other way. Neymar, free kick into the wall. And over the bar it goes. I think it was Mitrovic. Beg your pardon. It was Milenkovic. Just got a head on it. Everyone calm the F down. There we go. That's probably just me trying to calm myself down. Very unfair. Corner comes into the near post. Breaks to Richarlison. Good block again. He's had a good minute. Milenkovic, number 4. Mitrovic swipes the clearance away. And one of the Serbs is down, holding his throat. Ouch. He takes a ball, sort of in the throat there, Milinkovic-Savic. Here's that free kick. Yeah, it's good from Milinkovic. Just gets a head on it. Brazil would be winning if they were playing Vitinho. Chris, there's a theme to your suggestions, isn't it? Play Burnley players, yeah? Throw in to the Brazilians, which Sandro's going to take. Evening, Nat. Thiago Silva. Marquinhos. Danilo. Big booming diagonal by Marquinhos. Vinicius can't do anything with that. He falls on his backside. A bit naughty that, to try and win a free kick when he knows he ain't getting the ball. Paqueta heads it on to Richarlison, gets it back. It's fed in. Oh, that's a great tackle by Pavlovic. Fair play to him there. I thought he'd come with the wrong foot as well. Superb tackle by in this stream, much maligned Pavlovic. Brilliant stuff. Is this the two most tattooed teams in the World Cup? Or you'd have to go somewhere football is concerned to have the most tattoos. Plenty on show. Get the beers in tomorrow night, absolutely, in Gerland. Get 39-year-old Dani Alves on the pitch. There used to be just prisoners and dockers who have them. An ex-lower division player who became a ref. Interesting. Steve Baines. The new Vidic. We looked a bit more like the new Vidic then. Oh, Vinicius has beaten Milenkovic. Vinicius holds the ball up, crosses in with the right foot. His Neymar threw himself at it. It's headed clear. And we might get a Serbian counter-attack here. Horrible heavy touch by Zivkovic. What time are we starting the stream tomorrow night? Being it's England, we might be able to start a bit early here tomorrow night. Maybe we do a 6:30 start rather than a 1:45 or a 10:10. Brazil looking the more likely. Turning the screw a little, if that's not a contradiction in terms. Richarlison tries to give that one back to Neymar, who much of the play goes through. He's had tons of touches, hasn't he? Not quite the pressure when he plays for PSG and he's got Messi and Mbappe with him. Nice. Marquinhos, Casemiro, Danilo, given away. They got it back though, Brazil. Here comes Casemiro. Outside, Vinicius got a load of space, crosses it right-footed, and the shot comes in from Neymar. Kind of swipes at it with his left foot. Sticks it wide. What are my thoughts on the England lineup, Harry? I did a whole video on it, my friend. So do check that out, and you can hear my thoughts in great detail there. This is a game more for Vlahovic than Mitro. Crosses aren't being put in effectively. Yeah. Maybe. Not Mitro's fault, is it? They could bring Vlahovic in, or they could try and serve Mitro up. But hey, they're just not on the ball at all, are they? What's possession? It's gone 60-40 now. I don't know if I can get just a second half stat for the possession, but it feels like Brazil have gone up half a gear in the second half. You're very welcome, Harry. My pleasure. Here comes Thiago Silva. Plays it into the front. Neymar. Neymar just shrugged off the ball, but that one is indeed a foul. Neymar hits the deck. Lukic gets punished. Gudej, who is on a yellow card, is going to be subbed. So is Zivkovic. Ilic, number 24, is coming on for the Serbs. And slowly walking off is Zivkovic. Radonic is coming on as well, number 7. So double sub for Serbia. They move first. I'm going to guess that they're like-for-like swaps, given that Serbia want to keep their defensive shape exactly as it is. They'll take a 0-0 against this Brazilian side, you would imagine. Mitrovic, little layoff, tries to help it forward. Mitrovic heads it on. Now, can they get good service in the box? Nearly. Good little break that by Serbia. Radnic was arriving at the back post. Lots of back to Anir's comment, I think, lots of pressure on Tadic to, if they're going to create a goal, it's either him who's going to set it up or nobody, I think, isn't it? But that being said, corner to Serbia. A couple of big centre halves, haven't they? And Tadic is going to take the corner. Keep your eyes on Mitrovic as ever. Is he going to go short? No, Tadic in with the left foot. Good header. Oh, no, it's gone up in the air, actually. Mitrovic causing trouble on the back post. Excellent header away there by, I think it was Paqueta, wasn't it? Throw in to the Serbs. 0-0. Thank you. If you have subscribed, if you're new here, do hit the subscribe button. Steve Baines, a footballer who wanted to become a ref. God bless him. Why on earth he'd want to do that, who knows? Decent header that. Clear. Here's Neymar, just inside his own half. I suppose things start to get a bit panicky for the Brazilians. Poor old Neymar is getting a bit of treatment now. They've fouled him again. That was Tadic. They're taking it in turns to foul him as well, which is the oldest trick in the book, isn't it? But I know Neymar likes to roll around on the floor, but he is now being targeted for fouls by Serbia, isn't he? Here's Rafinha on the right wing. The one inside, Casemiro drills in the shot, hits the post. Oh, that's really unlucky. Great hit. They're still on the attack here. Brazil. Cross comes in from the right, half-headed clear. Vinicius on the left-hand side. He tries to curl it with the right foot. Oof. How close was that? Shot drilled in. Excuse me, it was Sandro, not Casemiro. To be fair, I think the keeper might just have it covered. It just kind of skids underneath him. And then you're in the lap of the gods, whether it hits the post and then bounces in off the back of the keeper as well. Unlucky. Agreed on the Vlahovic comment. It should be on, but the risk is they lose the defensive format. Exactly. Yes. And Mitrovic obviously will contribute a lot defensively on set plays. Roberto Carlos wasn't it? He did have both feet on the floor and he smashed that. By the way, thanks for these live streams. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, apologies to people who did enjoy the Saturday super streams. Good news is that I've got a really cool gig on a Saturday now, but the bad news is that I can't do the super streams anymore. So now we're back and we've got this set up down in my garage. We can do some more watch-alongs. We'll do some championships and Premier League ones as well. Put his foot right through it. You love to see it. Do I have a piano? I have more than one piano. If the digital variety is allowed. Thiago Silva to Sandro, who's just come closer than anyone, smashed the ball against the post. It is still 0-0. Casemiro. Rafinha on the right wing steps inside his man. Rafinha, nice little roll inside to Neymar. Horrible. Heavy touch by Neymar. But here they come again. Still Brazil. Oh, lovely turn by Neymar. Brilliant stuff. Neymar, slightly too many touches, was it? It's shots parried and it's into the back of the net. Vinicius hit the shot, palmed out, and Richarlison has given the Brazilians the lead. It has been coming 62 on the clock. Neymar, nice feet initially in the build-up. Vinicius with the shot, and in it goes. Richarlison gets the tap in, and the pressure pays off. It is Brazil 1, Serbia 0. Get your thoughts in via the comments. Richarlison gives Brazil the lead. 18th goal for Brazil, says the little graphic on the screen. Lovely close control by Neymar. Vinicius hits the shot. It's not a clean strike by Richarlison, but it doesn't matter. He's so close in, just inside the 6-yard box. And he just thumps it into the empty net. And Brazil lead 1-0 against Serbia. Richarlison on 63 minutes with the goal. Get your thoughts in via the comments. Brazil now hot favourites, because Serbia are going to have to come out of their shell a little bit, and they haven't shown too many signs of doing so. Goal. Now the Serbs will not be able to touch the ball. We will see. Vlahovic time. They don't want to open it up straight away and get murdered, do they? Foul on Tadic. Yellow card has come out. The Serbian players are up in arms. No, I think it might have been. I didn't see who he booked them. I wonder if it was one of the Serbs for mouthing off at him. Yeah, Lukic has gone in the book, but Tadic actually is down. He's been booked for screaming at the ref, Lukic. Yeah, Casemiro jumps into Tadic. I mean, it was what it was. And Lukic goes in the book. Third Serbian player to get a yellow card in this game. Pavlovic, good edge, and Lukic, good edge, is obviously not on the pitch anymore, but all yellow carded in this particular game by referee Fakhani of, I think, I can't read that flag from there. Someone will have to tell me what nationality. Lukic and Mladenovic are out. So another 2 subs. So the Serbs now are going to use 4 of their allotted 5 substitutes. Lazovic and Vlahovic finally is on. 22 Lazovic and 18 Vlahovic. And they're straight on the attack, actually. Serbia. Can they put a bit of pressure on the Brazilian back line? Vlahovic heavily linked with, I think, both the North London clubs in January, probably. Ended up going off to Juventus. Dusan Vlahovic, 22 years old, 6 goals in Serie A this season for Juve. He will join Mitrovic up top. And as you were saying, guys in the chat, does that mean now we either get a Serbia equaliser or they'll be opened up to the point where Brazil will get another? Oh, here come the Brazilians. They're 2-on-1 here. Neymar. There's a big tackle by Milenkovic, but Vinicius has rolled his man. Vinicius is in. Oh, and he's fallen over as he takes the shot. He's even too quick for his own good there. Couldn't sort his legs out. And he slips as he hits the shot. Tough break for Vinicius there. Just gets his right foot caught under his left. It should, it has to be said, have been a cleaner chance there. They were 2-on-1. If Neymar could have got the ball slid through a bit more accurately than he indeed did so. VJ, that was terrible. Well, everyone slips now and then, don't they? But yeah, it didn't look great, did it? Vlahovic, game on. Thoughts on Jude leaving BD? Well, hopefully he comes to the Premier League. It'd be nice to see him there, wouldn't it? How much? Lots. He's very good. Here is Pavlovic. Little one back inside. Milinkovic-Savic gets it back. Reluctant to cross. Does, in the end, get delivered into the box by Radinic. And it's going to be a corner, which obviously Dusan Tadic is going to take. Can you give another time sync? Yes. If I forget in 30 seconds' time, remind me. Corner, Serbia. In it comes. Out, swinger. Headed goal was by Pavlovic over the crossbar. 100 million, 100. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of money for Bellingham, especially if it's a long contract. And Dortmund always get good money, don't they? Well, obviously the Haaland thing was different because of the big clause in his contract, but they tend to recruit very well. There is the great Roberto Carlos there in the FIFA Legends portion, I assume, in a nice seat, nice padded seat on halfway for the great Roberto Carlos, obviously a World Cup winner in 2002 for the Brazilians. Oh, there's a giveaway. And here come the Serbs. Oh, horrible touch by Vlahovic. Really good opening there. He's had a heavy touch. He must have fouled Thiago Silva there as well. No. Corner to the Serbs. They've been fairly decent since the subs, haven't they? Here comes Tadic in with the left foot, right under the bar. Oh, goodness me. It's headed back across. Oh, and surely a high foot will be given then. No. And driven over the crossbar. As that was headed across there, looked like there was a real simple header in on the back post. Oh, it's really good defending by Marquinhos. He had Mitrovic right behind him as well. Rubbish shot by Lazovic. To be fair, I thought Vlahovic might get whistled there for a high foot, but it seems with these overhead kicks in the box, the defender has to stick his head in. We had the same thing with Brandon Thomas Asante of West Brom, who scored a brilliant overhead kick in the Championship the other day, where you're saying if the defender who's right next to him had just gone for the ball, it's foul because it's a high foot. But there you go. Mitrovic lurking back stick always. Ben, what games do you play? Computer games? I didn't have time for that. When I was younger, I used to play Championship Manager. And there was a point where I bought a Nintendo Wii and played Super Mario Galaxy 2. But otherwise, no. No time. Just out of interest, what's your highest viewed video? Football ones tend to be like the 1 to 24 predictions ones. And a weird one, actually, like a YouTube short I took at Wembley. When Nottingham Forest won the playoffs. Ref is Iranian, by the way. The flag was too small for me to read. Sorry. Here come the Serbs then, down the right-hand side. Given away by Lazovic. And now Vinicius is on the attack in the other direction. Brazil leading 1-0. Carlos and Cafu. What a fullback pair. They played wing-back before wing-back was wing-back. And they did it from fullback as well. Incredible pair, those two, weren't they? Absolutely bossed it. Love a bit of Mario Kart with the kids. Absolutely. Substitute time for Brazil. Fred of Manchester United is going to come on. Underdogs always seem to turn up after 1-0. They have to, don't they, James? Got to go down fighting, haven't you? Always a little bit of a swing in the game state. Ooh, he got caught there, Lazovic. He's having fun and games with Vinicius at the moment, isn't he? Here comes Vinicius again. Lovely cross outside of the right foot. Oh, what a goal! Richarlison! Oh, that's a hell of a goal! Crossed in and he flips it up in the air and bicycle kicks it into the net. We have an absolute worldie by Richarlison. Wow! That one's getting a round of applause. That is a hell of a goal by Brazil. Richarlison gets his second. How good was that? Cross is like drilled in low and he flips it up in the air and then overhead volleys it into the corner. What a goal. Oh, they look a bit forlorn, but you can't do anything about that. Vinicius crosses it in. Oh, that is so good. It's not even funny. Outside of his foot. Cross takes a little deflection as well. Pings it up in the air. Controls it with his left foot. Like a Spider-Man flying arachnid volley. Oh, what a goal. So good. Probably the goal of the tournament there. Well, other than that Saudi Arabia goal, just for the narrative around it. But such a good goal that by Richarlison. Utterly, utterly brilliant. He gets his second, and it is 2-0 to Brazil. They are out of sight. And the most Brazilian type goal you could possibly get. Brilliant, brilliant stuff by Richarlison of Spurs, let's just say. And surely, let me know in the chat, goal of the tournament there. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant from the Brazilians. Fred is coming on. He's wearing number 8. It's going to be a double sub, actually. Number 21 is Rodrigo, another Real Madrid player, teammate of Vinicius. And he's going to replace Vinicius as well. Get your comments in on that utterly filthy, ridiculous goal by Richarlison there. Absolute worldie by the Brazilian. What do we got? Wow, wow, wow. Woof. He's no Emil Heskey. I'm aghast. Brilliant stuff. No way back for the Serbs now with 15 minutes left. Made in Watford. There you go. Centre-back needs to be tighter. What a goal. Here comes the stone yellow wall. Penny for Conte's thoughts. What a goal by Richarlison. Magnifique. Should be saying that in Portuguese, really, for Brazil, but hey. I don't do other languages. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. Brazil are heading to the top of their group. It's clipped into the back post, headed away, and that's just knocked the wind out of the sails of the Serbians, as you can imagine. Here is Vlahovic, who just can't get up to speed with the game yet. Vlahovic, he's had a few touches and it's not gone well thus far, has it? Here comes Rodrigo. Rodrigo coming in off the left. Yeah, they're starting to turn on each other as well. Big screaming match going on between Milenkovic and Lazovic. He's suggesting he's not getting the cover that he needs there in that inside centre-back position from the Brazilian left side. Going to get another substitute coming on for the Brazilians, who appear to have won the game now. I think Neymar's going to come off, judging by the way he's wandering around. (77-37). Brazil 2, Serbia 0. I think Neymar has actually sat down on his backside here. He's decided he's going to stop the game himself and take his boot off. I hope he's okay. The Brazilians are not going to want to see him staying down. I think Richarlison's coming off, actually. He's not going to be getting a hat-trick. Yeah, out goes Richarlison of Spurs. In comes Gabriel Jesus of Arsenal. Well played, Richarlison. His first goal was easy. His second goal was something else, wasn't it? Real eye ant. Jesus on. He's having a good season for Arsenal as well. Richarlison collecting slaps on the back. Goal has really taken the wind out of them. It really has, hasn't it? I suppose you probably think, Paul, you're playing well. You're in the game. And you get beaten by that type of goal. The Brazilian bench absolutely loves it. The Brazilian fans absolutely love it as well. We love it too. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. Brilliant goal. Neymar is out as well. It's not hobbling or anything. Anthony of Manchester United has come on. God, they have a lot of attackers, don't they, Brazil? Ugh. If England have to play them. So Anthony in, Neymar out, Richarlison out, Jesus in, Vinicius out, Rodrigo in. They've got replacements for all of them. Rafinha is still on, and he's on the ball, and he's got an overlap from Danilo back to Rafinha. Is he going to go loose in the box? No. But it's worked back to Anthony. Little prod forward. Rodrigo, Anthony. Not back into Casemiro, his Manchester United teammate. Casemiro down the line for Anthony. Is he going to get there first? I think that might be a goal kick. Yes. Did you just get a stud on that? Maybe that should have been a corner, but hey, small mercies for the Serbs now. Said Richarlison's selection was bizarre and vouching for Vlahovic to play. Yeah. You never know how it's going to work out, do you? They attack from all positions. Yeah, indeed. I would take playing Brazil as that will mean we'll probably beat France. Yeah, fair comment. Here comes Rafinha. He's in the box trying to get it onto his left. Rafinha holds onto it. Knocked back inside. Casemiro. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Oh, he just stroked it goalwards. It would have been another filthy goal by the Brazilians, who are just being silly now, aren't they? They're really turning on the style now. Here's Anthony. Sandro. So they've hit the post twice now, haven't they? Sandro's left foot hit the base of the post as well. After the first round of games, who do you think are favourites? Well, France were good as well. We'll see a couple more, I think. Only 9 minutes to go, though. Oh, drilled in, right-footed there. I think it's Rodrigo, saved by Milinkovic-Savic, and Brazil are absolutely all over Serbia now. Serbia can't get out. They can't touch the ball. They look knackered. Brazil are just pinging it about. Got about 8 players within 30 metres of the goal here. Will we see Anthony's signature move tonight? I don't think he's got quite enough time, but I'm sure we'll try and fit it in. Can we tell him to stop? Alas, no. Evening, Ben. What a goal that was, Barry. Amazing, wasn't it, Hamza? Brilliant goal. That would have been another lovely one as well. Casemiro just smashed the bar. He just leant back and floated that one goalwards towards the top corner, just off the crossbar by Casemiro. 2 goals, hit the post twice as well, or hit the woodwork twice. Here's another strike goalwards and tip around the post. This is definitely going to go 3 or 4-0 if it remains the pattern it is at the moment, which is just Brazil attack after attack after attack after attack. Nice save. Any dark horses to get to quarters or semis? There'll always be one, won't they? One more, ye kippers. Yeah. Have Serbia been disappointed, or is it just that they play? Yeah, they're just playing Brazil, aren't they? They were good until it went 2-0, and now it's just getting away from them, isn't it? Yeah, shooting practice. Jinx. Everyone's saying it. We all agree then. Here's Anthony. Casemiro knocks it across. Danilo, Rafinha. Rafinha crosses left foot. He could punch by Milinkovic-Savic in goal. And a beautiful, the offside flag's up. Volleyed pass there, or half-volleyed pass. Brazil are great to watch when they're most like that. Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. It's fun when you're 2-0 up, isn't it, eh? Oh, Christ. Brazil, 22 attempts at goal. Serbia, 3. 0 attempts on target. This was an even game up until about the hour mark. Actually, here comes Serbia down the left. And it's completely run out of play. I think that sums up the last, 10 minutes for the Serbs. What time was Richarlison's goal? That's 72 or something. It's just been complete tidal wave of Brazilian attacks since Richarlison stuck that brilliant second goal in. Oh, complete giveaway there from the Brazilians, who need to just wise up a little bit, else they will concede in this game. It was Milenkovic, I think, who hit the shot the centre half. Which team has impressed you so far? Well, Brazil at the moment are impressing me. I like France. But again, both of those sides really got going when they were a couple of goals up, weren't they? Spain, obviously, won by 7, didn't they? In comes the corner. Half cleared. Lazovic puts it back in. And will we get a Brazil counter-attack now? Anthony's on up the line. He's been closed down. If they can get this out of this corner, there's a big counter on. But fair play to the Serbs. They've got back into shape. They just cannot get on the ball, can they? It's down to walking pace for Rafinha. 85 on the clock. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. Dare I say it, England? Yes, you must say it. If we don't have optimism and hope, what do we have? We have the Brazilians in down the right again. Step over by Rodrigo, puts the cross in low. Kind of dealt with and cleared it to the edge of the box. And here comes another Brazilian attack. Feel sorry for Serbia now. They're just getting absolutely obliterated since it's gone 2-0, haven't they? Anthony is 1v1 on the left wing. Gives it to Sandro, gets it back. Little knock to the edge of the box. Rodrigo curls it over the crossbar. Consider that one a chance, won't they? Just gets it out of his feet, right on the edge of the box, curls it over the bar. Oh, it doesn't miss by much, does it? Spurs fans are reacting to Richarlison goal. I bet they are. Guess what? It's coming home, isn't it? Just woof. Rafinha, the only player in the front line who started, who's still on the pitch, is now also being subbed out. And Brazil will no doubt bring on another zillion-pound attacker. There he is. Martinelli is going to come on for Rafinha. Nice North London theme. Another Arsenal player in. Rafinha out. Number 26, Martinelli in. Brazil have lots of strikers, attackers. A scary amount when you look at the subs they've been able to make in this game. And here they come again. Martinelli's first touch comes down the left-hand side. He's carried it a long way, Martinelli. He's in the box, actually. Now still, Martinelli crossed to the near post. It's dealt with well by Pavlovic. We're up to 87-45. The Serbs are just trying to hold on to keep it at 2-0 at the moment. Anthony's gone over to the right now. Martinelli has come on. And that is a terrible shot by Anthony. Blasts it over the crossbar. Casemiro leading the game for forcing turnovers in possession. I suspect they're into man of the match territory now. It feels a bit predictable, doesn't it? But man of the match, you would think, has to be Richarlison, really, for those. When you score twice and the second one is as good as it was, hard to top that, isn't it? Crossed in from the right-hand side by Danilo, headed over the bar by Martinelli. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. How much stoppage time will we get? I suspect Mr. Mitrovic up the other end would have liked that type of service. As we run down the clock here, don't forget to hit like on the video. If you have enjoyed hanging out and watching the game together, we'll be back twice tomorrow. Wales versus Iran. England versus the United States of America. America. Fred. We've got 3 Man United players on now. Fred, Casemiro and Anthony. Interesting. A couple of Arsenal players as well. So Premier League centric, isn't it? 3 minutes, 6 minutes. We'll split the difference then. Only minor worry for Brazil is the defence. If you get the ball up, yeah, absolutely. Score for Wales tomorrow. I think they can get the win, can't they? 3-1 says Alistair. America. Right, 89-59, 90, and 7 minutes stoppage time. Serbia did not want to see that, but hey, it's World Cup 22, so we have to have lots more stoppage time than perhaps we need. But there we go. Tadic. Pavlovic. Serbia are on the ball, by the way. This has not been the case for the last 18 minutes or so. A good crossing position now for Radonic. Can't put a good cross in from said good crossing position down the left-hand side. Dusan Vlahovic has never scored. Am I wrong? But he scored more goals for Juventus. Plenty for Fiorentina before he went to Juventus, wasn't it? He's arriving on the back post there. Can't quite get on the end of it. Can they recycle? Roy, legend. See you soon. 3-1 Iran tomorrow. Oh, that might be popular. David with the home nation. So just 7. Yeah, just 7. We'll take it. Could have been 8, couldn't it? Or 9 or 10. Could have been worse. Who's that down there? Danilo? I say he's down. He's popped back up the Brazil right back. He was a keeper that bumped into him. Thoughts on the stoppage time being calculated more accurately? I think it's better, but I don't know why they can't just stop the clock and scrap stoppage time altogether. I think I agree on all counts, Hamza. I don't think it's been that accurate on a couple of occasions. I think there's been an overcorrection to just put a ton on. But yeah, we don't like time. The only thing that bugs me slightly is the reasoning seems to have been ball in play rather than time wasting, which is 2 different things, isn't it? The ball cannot be in play and it cannot be time wasting. But it's the time wasting that I want to see cut down on. But yeah, we all pay our money to watch the football on the TV and go to live games. We don't want to see people running the clock down, do we? So there we go. But yes, I do think if they're going to go that route, then 30-minute halves and a timekeeper and a stop clock is the way forward, isn't it? But yeah, we know what football fans are like with change. We know what everybody's like with change, not just football fans. Just finished work in time for extra time. All 7 minutes of it. We've played 93 minutes and 10 seconds. There will be a minimum of another 3 or 4 minutes. If those are big changes in time, that will definitely affect people's movements after matches. We've all got our routines getting out the stadiums, haven't we? Danilo limping. Have they made all 5 subs? I think they might have. So he's going to have to limp on for another 3.5 minutes. Nice one around the corner there. Could we get a last chance for Serbia? No. They've barely created anything, the Serbs, have they? Let me have a look at the stats. 0.19 on the XG. 22 shots to 4 in the Brazilians' favour. No shots on target for the Serbs. Here comes Rodrigo storming down the left wing. Rodrigo crosses in with the left foot, cleared away. I think Serbia just want to be put out of their misery now, don't they? This is all done. Remember, guys, we will be back tomorrow. Wales versus Iran, 10 a.m. England, USA, 7 p.m. We'll do both of those games tomorrow. The England preview is already up on the channel. Go and give that a look, a share, a like, all of that good stuff. Really appreciate that. Martinelli sticks it across the box. "95 minutes on the clock now. Anthony expected a Brazil throw in there. I think it's going to be a Serbia throw. Well done, you lot in the chat tonight. It's been tremendous as ever. And we have been entertained. We didn't get very entertained in Morocco, Croatia, but it was very much worth watching this one, even just for that second Richarlison goal, which was absolutely stunning, wasn't it? One and a half minutes to go. The 60-minute game time will basically finish early, but we'll have to... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There'll be no difference in actual gameplay, won't there? Some interesting handshake there between Dani Alves and Richarlison. I suppose you can get away with any type of handshake after you scored a goal like he has today. 96-10 on the clock. It's all elementary now, isn't it? There's a foul given there against, I think, Jesus, was it? And we are very much into the last knockings of this. I will bid you all farewell now, because we are about to go into the last 30 seconds here. Brazil, dominant. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. It was all fairly tight until the Brazilians took the lead. It was still fairly tight after they took the lead. Once it went 2-0, complete dominance from the Brazilians, turning on the style. Serbia look like they're going to have the last kick of this game. Shot deflected away, and there it is. Full time. Brazil 2, Serbia 0. Richarlison maybe with the goal of the tournament. Guys, it's late. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for keeping that chat moving. I am off to go and watch some TV with the missus, and I will see you all in the morning. Thank you, everybody in the chat, and it's a lovely big over and out